Hello, my name is Taciana Tuluš and I am a corporate trainer at Netcracker. Today I want to tell you about this. This is what provoked heated discussions between ordinary people, journalists, university graduates and even linguistic university professors. No human being would be able to read it without twisting their tongue or mind, or would they? Is there logic in this gibberish? Is it at all legal? Why would we, corporate trainers, teachers, interpreters and translators, bother to try to understand, learn and probably even teach this to our students? So today I'm gonna answer 3 questions. What's this? What's the logic behind it? And how you can use it? The first question. What is it? The answer is, this is Romanization or Latinization. Romanization or Latinization is a system of changing any system of writing to the Latin or Roman script and the process of doing so. Why do we do this at all? Well, people communicate internationally and the United Nations organization decided that any language whose script is not based on the Latin script should develop a system of romanization of its own. In the United Nations, there is a working group on romanization system which is responsible for that. This group gives a task to national governments to develop and provide the system of romanization. So, in Belarus, there is a state committee with a very complicated name that you see that did all the job. And in the year 2000, this committee developed an instruction, again with another complicated name, that stipulates how Belarusian geographical names should be transliterated into the Latin script. Just to make it easier for Russian watchers, Google this. Is this the only system of romanization? No, it isn't. If you want to learn more, try Googling this. So, next question is, how do we use it? What's the logic behind it? Historically, the Belarusian language used the Latin script. If you want to see tangible evidence for that, try going to Maxim Bogdanovich Museum and you will see Nasha Niva newspaper there that was printed in the Latin script. That was the ground why the State Committee for Land Resources picked a similar system for romanization. So, how do we do this? We take a regular English alphabet and we change it a little bit. So, what do we do with it? For example, to get this letter, which is th, we take regular letter C and we add an acute to it. To get this letter, which renders the sound ch, you take a regular letter C and you put a caron on it. To get this letter, you take a regular English U and you add a breve. Historically, the Latin script for the Belarusian language was called Latinka, from the Latin script. Can we say that this system of transliteration is Latinka? No, it isn't. What's the difference? Look how in Latinka the word Belarus is spelled. This different letter L is underlined. And how is Romanization system Belarus is spelled? the letters L are different. When we put this letter in the word Могилев, in Latinka, you will only use O for O sound. But in the Romanization system, you will use IO for this sound. One more difference between the English alphabet and transliteration system is Latinka has a letter G, and we have to say guzik in Belarusian. In the Romanization system, there is no such letter. So if we have Grodna, we use it with this letter H. So there are a lot of arguments against the system. The first one is that it's not English. No, it's not English, and it shouldn't be English. It's Belarusian, because we are rendering geographical names and we should keep them as they are. Second argument against is that no one can read it. Well, even in the English language, there are a lot of people who don't pronounce the words hotel or company correctly, so you can learn saying these words pretty easily. A third argument against is that sometimes they don't show it in print. Well, guys, use a modern Unicode system. So why should we use this system of romanization? First, it's official, and let's respect the law. Second, it complies with the United Nations Organization requirements. So, see the first point. Third, it avoids diagraphs, so it's easier actually to read. And fourth, it's Belarusian. Let's use it.